Hi there, it's me again, giving you an overview of week 3. So let me walk you through this. First, I want to say I just highly encourage everybody to try to start working on the week's work on Monday. I'm noticing that a lot of you are putting it off to the end, and that's up to you, if that works for you, because you do have the whole week, but it just adds a lot of pressure. And if you spread it out a little bit at a time, it just is a lot more pleasurable. This week has 3 portions to it. It seemed to work out better that way. So let me point this out to you right here. This is week 3 on Google Classroom. Once again, I'm posting on Monday morning, and the deadline is the end of the week. And if you choose to use the weekend, you can do that. That takes you to Sunday. And I start to grade the following Monday and Tuesday. So there are 3 parts. And the first one here, as you open it up, is with poetry. And there is a video right here to listen to where I walk you through this document right here, the things to do, the kind of poems to read, and then I actually ask you to try your hand at writing one yourself. The focus this week is on imagery. Last week it was on defining what is poetry and what is prose. This week, before we start to jump into some new concepts, perhaps for some of you with poetry, thought I would do one more week on a really crucial part of any kind of writing that is good writing, and that's imagery, a term that we learned way back in August, maybe September, and it's worth looking at here in both prose and poetry. Okay, so the first thing you'll do is to open this up, and this is an assignment I think you could do in about an hour. So imagine that that's like our Monday. And then the next 2 have to do with the book. Now it's just the nature of the book and how many pages and how many chapters that we'll be reading 2 chapters a week from here on out. And so you open this up and you will see questions right here and an audio. By the way, I don't know why it's coming up. This is the street I live on, and that's why it comes up with that name. I've tried to change it, and on the original on YouTube, it has Serendip Chapter 2, so I don't know why it's labeled like this, but that's why. So this is Chapter 2, and I have received some feedback from folks that it does help you to read Serendib while you listen to the audio. Whatever choice works for you to read it, here is the link for the free ebook. Here is the audio. You could just listen to it, you could just read it, or I think what's best is you read it while I am doing the audio along with it. Okay, and then there are some questions that relate to this chapter. The questions do focus on this concept of imagery. Okay, then after that, by the way, that is, I think, 45 minutes is the audio. And so I think, if you think of an hour and a half class that we would have on Tuesday or Wednesday, that's about what it will be. And the same with this chapter 3, it's even a little shorter. It's not even a half hour, the audio. And the questions, same pattern here, where I have the questions here for chapter 3 and the audio, I read along with it. And then just as a final way to wrap things up is your response. So you'll open this up and write something. I haven't come up with an extra credit like I did the last couple of weeks. I'll put my mind to it and perhaps put something there. Or you get extra credit just by doing a really good job with the assigned work that we have here. Okay, so hopefully if you walk your way through it in a methodical way, you'll actually kind of enjoy this, I hope, this week on imagery. Okay, thanks. Bye.